Hey guys, I got a little something different for you today. Something a little bit more personal. Um, when I sat down this afternoon and was trying to decide what I was going to make a video about, I was originally going to talk about our services and maybe some of the things that we offer, and I had my eye on a couple things I might talk about, but something else came to mind. Something else came to my heart. Something that's been on my heart for a while, been on my mind lately. And, I thought maybe I'd share this and maybe it'd resonate with some of you. And maybe it won't. And if it doesn't, that's okay. And if what I'm saying doesn't make sense, I get it. But I thought maybe there'd be somebody out there that might benefit from hearing this. In my life and through different periods of my life, I've definitely struggled with different things. And I used to only know myself by those struggles, by the things that happened to me, the hardships and the things that, maybe I didn't always take full responsibility for. And even when I came to a point in my life when I did take responsibility for some of those things, I was still not really understanding who I was and who I was called. Not just who I was called to be, but who I was called and what the Lord calls me, what my name is. And I used to know myself by a different name. And that false identity that I carried for so long impacted many of the decisions I made in my life, good and bad. And it's been as of lately and recently that I don't identify myself by that false narrative anymore. But something I still struggle with, and maybe this is something that, the part of this story you guys might understand or identify with, is relinquishing control. Relinquishing control, letting go of the situation, letting go of my grasp on my life and trying to do everything on my own, by my own understanding, trying to, desperately and frantically at times run around, like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to fix that and fix this and put this fire out. And if only I could do that, if only I could get here, then I'll be good. Then I'll be okay. Then I'll make it to the next level. All the while telling myself, that I'm also letting go of control and I'm going to let God do this thing. Here, God, I give this to you, but then never actually fully letting go. Almost like, holding on to the end of the rope still, maybe even by the fingertips, just saying, I just need a little bit of control. And if I just have a little bit of control, then I can figure this thing out. And I've come to realize that I never did really let go. I never did fully trust God that He was going to, see this through the end, and He would see me through to the end. It was never a question of faith or questioning the existence of God or, not trusting that that He is who He says He is. That's not the issue. That wasn't the issue. But more of, having doubts and wondering why things weren't always going my way and waiting for God to come in and rescue me and save me from the situation. And I've just come to the conclusion that I never really truly let go and let God do His thing. And I feel like He has been waiting for so long for me to truly let go. Almost to say, are you done now? Okay, good. Now I can do my thing. So this is not me getting on here saying I've had such a hard life, or, life's not fair. Life isn't fair, but I've had a good life and I've been very blessed. And, we can identify so many people that are struggling, like real struggles. And I know some people that are dealing with real serious stuff. So this is not me saying, woe is me, feel sorry for me kind of deal. I don't want that. That's not the meaning of this. I don't need sympathy or anything like that. I just wanted to get on today and see if anybody else ever feels that way. Do you ever feel like you can't let go of control? And you thought you could, or maybe you even thought you did, and come to find out you never really did. And how has that affected you? And what have you learned from it? So I hope that what I'm saying today does resonate with somebody. And I guess what I'm trying to say is, in order to really get where you want to be and get what you want out of life, you have to come to the realization that you just can't possibly do it on your own. You can't. You can't do it alone. And to think that you can or that you will is just crazy to me. I've never thought I could do it alone, or at least I haven't in a long time. I've always known that I needed God to walk with me through a lot of this, but I knew that. I said the words, but I didn't actually do it. I didn't actually let go. So this is me letting go of control of the situation. This is me letting go of that grasp I have on my life, so desperately clinging on to some kind of a, some kind of a role that I play in my life. Leader's not even the right word. Manager almost, trying to manage my life. This is me letting go of that and letting God take control, trusting Him through that process, whatever that might look like. Because one thing I do know is that God never does things the way you think He's going to do it or the way that you would do it. It never goes that way. It never goes that way. If I think we're going right, we're going left. If I think we're going up, we're going down. And that rings so true when it comes to God and where He positions you in your life, whether that's business, relationships. It's never what you think it is. But I personally have found that when God moves, He moves. And when you're going through life and you face some of these trials and things, you tend to feel like God isn't doing anything. He's not moving. Nothing's happening. You feel stuck. And if you could just take a step back and zoom out for a little bit, you might see that, at least for me personally, that God is moving much quicker than I actually think or anticipate that He's going to. I can zoom out and I can look back, over a course of 12 months and see all the changes that have happened in my life and how quickly these things change. They're never the same for very long. It's usually a matter of just a couple of months, and things are way different than they were 2 months ago or 3 months ago. And then 3 months later, it's all changed again. And each one of those changes has led to the next change, that has led to the next change. like a domino effect of things that were supposed to happen, both good and bad, that lead you down this path of life. So you got to remember that and embrace those changes. And if you trust God with all your heart, well, if you trust God with all you can, if you trust God with your life to the best of your ability, you're not perfect. So I don't know that you can love God with all your heart, but you can dang sure try. And if you do that and you trust him through that, and you know that the path he's leading you down will lead you not only to just where you want to be or where you thought you wanted to be, but it'll take you to a place much greater and much higher than you ever anticipated. So I hope some of this kind of rings true for some of you. Maybe it'll resonate with some of you. Man, and I'd love to discuss it, guys. If you want to shoot me a DM or leave a comment below, I'd love to get your thoughts on it. Thanks, guys. Thank you for your time. Y'all have a great day.